Again?
It is me.
I've asked you questions and I've had them answered, but it wasn't enough. The scratch has not been itched.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So I'm here again.
Let's do that.
We're back again. I'm harassing my drummer with questions about drums. It's what she does. It's what she knows. Teach me.
It's all I know.
It's all you know.
Who are
I
you?
do everything else. It's all good. I've got you, babes. So when we were going through our crash course of teaching me how to play the drums, I had to try and practice every day if I could. There were some days where logistics of my life stopped me, so they were rest days. But I found it really hard to like make the time every single day.
Yeah.
How would you advise someone who wants to learn drums, who wants to practice, but is really struggling to fit it just into their busy schedule?
So there's three things. The first one you actually already kind of had, because there's a benefit to having an electric kit because it means you can practice at any time.
I would often practice at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And my mum didn't get mad at me. Result.
There's also removing frictions, so making sure there's nothing on the drum kit.
Yeah.
Making sure you've got...
It's in an easy, accessible place. It's comfortable to go to.
And this kind of leads into to another point. So it's kind of like having a practice pad as well. I don't know if you have one.
I don't.
But having one that's just in a different location.
Yeah.
I say to some people, even the bathroom, because that's when people have some free time. You know. But honestly, wherever, something you're going to walk over and literally be like, oh yeah, I've got to do that. Like, you know, with Duolingo.
Maybe when you're
it's
watching
just
TV.
like, yeah, kind of thing. It's just right there all the time, reminding you.
Yeah.
So those are kind of the three things I'd say will probably make life a bit easier. And planning ahead as well. So actually going, okay, at this time I'm going to do it this, then.
I found that, because I know that you said that you only, you know, if you absolutely have to, you can only practice for like 5 to 10 minutes a day. But I always felt like 5 to 10 minutes, I was barely getting into it. I always wanted to do about half an hour to 40 minutes.
Well, because
it's kind of when I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm rubbish.
Because you're also beginner, there is more of that kind of barrier. Because if you stop practicing, you've lost everything, right? Kind of. But whereas if I went a week without playing, I don't lose my capacity to play drums. Yeah. I'd probably just lose the very top end of speed, or quite being just as tight, or just a little bit that's less noticeable. So it kind of has that. Yeah. Whereas if I skipped a day, then I'd come back and be like, what are drums? Yes. What is a drum? But if you go for shorter practices, then it's more maintenance than anything. Okay. You're kind of you're treading water instead of actually seeing improvement, basically. I see. Also, the other thing for you, as a beginner, is you won't see the progress you've made. You don't... immediately. Yes, you won't quite see the impact it's had. Yeah. So you've got that going on. I often found that I would be banging my head against the wall trying to get something on one day, and then the next day I'd be able to get it straight away. Sleep. Sleep is your friend. Sleeping. Practice something right before you go to bed. Try it again the next morning and you'll be stunned. It'll be so much better. So, you've mentioned, I remember at the masterclass at the UK Drum Show that you did last year, you mentioned something about like visualisation. Does that help? Yes, it's like literally, I said it was like being on like one of those toboggan like things where they imagine the racetrack as they go down, and same with race car drivers. You can, in your head, imagine playing the part. If you've memorised it enough, like you can see it, kind of the sections in your head. Maybe not note for note, but you know what happens, right? You can hear the music in your head or whatever. You can mime it, even if you don't actually mime it with your arms. You can do it in your head, and it's reinforcing that memory without even having to move as well. Oh, your brain is awful clever, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? It's very clever. Quite good. Yeah. It's not just a memory thing. It's actually you're forming physical connections, the neural pathways. Neurons. Yes. Growing. So it's actually a tangible connection that is being made as you're doing it. It's a similar thing, kind of, to when you count out loud while you play. It's kind of connecting the inner and outer world a little bit. So that's how I kind of see it. So counting out loud, sometimes I found it really helpful. Sometimes I found it very distracting and it really confused me. So sometimes I actually found it easier. I don't know if this is because I am primarily a singer. Some parts, if I was really struggling with them, I would actually just make them a melody, and I found it easier to play going bam, bam, dun, 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 dun. I just did it as a melody, and that helped me way more
than trying to count it, because I was like, oh, I have no idea what the count is here, and it feels really confusing.
This breaks down to two things. So there's no one right way of doing things.
Fair enough.
What counting out loud does is it means it gives everything a very precise name or a very precise location. It's just like having a map that's more precise. Instead of saying that house on the hill over there with the this and the that, it goes, it's this address. Right? So it's kind of two different things. That doesn't mean that's not equally as valid, because there's plenty of drummers who don't like count. I don't know about.
Well, you said that you growing up, you would do phrases instead of counting.
That too, yeah. And most of my rhythm reading when I started, you know that rhythm sheet I was talking about earlier. We did basically 1 double double 1 Coca-Cola tea coffee, like phonetics instead of the actual count. I didn't actually learn how to properly count until I got to like halfway through uni. So anyway, the benefit of counting out loud, however, is bridging the gap between your brain, the internal world, and your physical body, the external world. So your voice is the thing that bridges the two and makes those neural pathways just like
so that, because that's something, especially at the beginning, I really struggled with, was I could intellectualize the part. I could read it on the sheet, reading the drum sheet music, not a problem. I was like, cool, I get what I need to play, I get when I need to play it, I get what I gotta do, on board, let's go. And their body would just not do that. Even though I'd be telling it, you're supposed to do this, but I would just keep messing it up, and it was really, it's like being clumsy. You're obviously not choosing to fall over, but your body's just doing it, and it's really annoying.
And this was the point I made to you, which I think stood out quite a lot for you, is your mind is faster than your body. Like your mind will comprehend these things in an intellectual way much faster than your physical body.
It's a bit like feelings. And that's on therapy.
This goes actually to how fast you should be practicing, because you have to practice for your body,
not
less so
your
mind.
Which is what helped me, because that's why I kept trying to play faster, because I was just excited to play the song.
Because you understand.
Because I understood it, so I was like, oh, I know this, yay! But then my body kept messing it up, and I was like, dang. So I have to try and figure out where my body is. But it's weird, because I can't read where my body is. It's I have to just kind of find out by playing and messing it up and being like, oh, clearly we need to slow this down because you're not happy.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's just really weird not being able to really intentionally make something happen.
Yes.
How long does it take for that to go away?
Does it ever?
Oh, no, don't say that.
Your brain is, I think, always going to be faster than your body, because your brain isn't like learning how to read twice. Like let's take a new figure, right?
Okay.
And you're reading sheet music. You already intellectually know how to read sheet music.
Yes.
But if it's a new sticking pattern, if it's a new accent pattern, your body has never done that before.
Okay.
So it's actually your body physically has to be in a different spot at a different time, doing a different thing on a different drum than it is ever done ever. So it might get quicker to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
But you're still teaching your body something new that your brain intellectually understands.
Yeah.
It's like reading a new word. You can probably do quicker than pronouncing that new word.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
without being told how to pronounce it. You know, it's kind of like that.
Sometimes I would have the flip issue of I'd practiced the groove so much that it was just down to muscle memory, and honestly, you could be putting anything in front of me and I would just play what my muscles knew. And then it meant when the song slightly changed, but not that much, but just slightly, it threw me so much because my body was just trying to do the one thing that it knew how to do. And so it's two different places that you're working from, because one is reading a thing and then acting out the thing you're reading, and then the other one is just acting out the thing that you know and trying to adjust it in real time.
And that kind of perfectly highlights the importance of counting properly, because in that example, it's one bass drum that's different by an eighth note, right? And so to be able to try and remember that from memory, like audio memory, it's really hard. Whereas if you're going, it's on the E and not the and you're going through it. You have more of
a guide.
Also, again, going back to the speaking out loud thing, you have a word association which reinforces the physical motion and the placement, and it just all compounds to make it an easier process. And over time, you get comfortable with like, oh, it's on the E. I know what E feels like when I'm playing an eighth note thing. I know what an feels like. I know what an and feels like and what that falls with. And that becomes a subconscious-ish thing. So you're not thinking about, oh God, it falls on the E. Where is the E?
Do you think it's easier to follow yourself counting 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E, or having an external like metronome?
So you've got to first start with you.
Okay.
And kind of just going literally as slowly as your body and your brain needs to go to meld the two.
Okay.
And then you want to tighten that up using a metronome. Again, very slow.
Very slow.
Very slow.
Slow.
But also you can change the subdivision. So you can have it mirroring you exactly and even yelling it at you if you want. That might be too overwhelming when you're just starting out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. Yeah, that's a bit much. Then when you've got a metronome in there, it's kind of, again, you're melding that within it and that will tighten up the timing to be actually precise, properly precise.
My timing was so bad.
You did a great job. You're only
Metronomes are not my friend.
They're nobody's friend. They're nobody's friend.
I was feeling so confident and then I tried to play the song to a metronome and I was like, oh no. But I actually found that I rushed very chronically. I play way faster than the metronome and I had to actively try and drag myself back. Yeah. And that was really hard to do.
What was probably happening there was your body is now able to play it much faster.
Yeah.
And therefore that's where your internal timing then needs to develop.
Okay.
Because you're physically able to do it. You're mentally and physically now able to do it better than you need to, so to speak, right?
Which is
faster
technically a good thing, but now you need to...
And so you're still going for as much as I can do it, max capacity, whereas then you have to pull it back and actually play in time with the song and have a sense of actual time.
Yeah, that was something that I mentioned at the end was I'm really struggling, ironically, to actually just feel the rhythm of the song. I just feel like I'm playing a part and playing things when I should, but I'm not... You kept saying, try and sit back into the groove and into the rhythm of the song, and I could not get my head around that at all, and I still haven't quite clocked that. I didn't naturally feel like, yeah, I'm in this, like, cool, I'm just flowing with the song. I was concentrating so hard, what physically I actually had to play.
So if it makes you feel better,
I couldn't
like
lean into
when
the
I
song
did,
at all.
I was doing my grade 8, and I was like 18 or so, and my drum teacher was going, you're pushing the beat. And I was like, what does that mean? And that was me at grade 8.
Yeah.
So you've been playing for a month.
What does that mean?
It means that you've got the metronome.
Yeah.
And that's your rigid on time thing.
Okay. And you're going slightly faster.
Yes, you're ahead. So you're constantly pushing it. And that can be a good stylistic choice when it's intentional, but most people are not doing it intentionally. So this suits punk rock, intense music that's like pushing forward all the time. Except if you ask John Bonham, but we won't go into that. So it gives you an intense pushy feeling. Laid back is really good for like blues, and you'll feel like it's literally dragging along sometimes. And then you've got like lazy beats where you've got some pushed and some delayed, some like all sorts of stuff. Yeah. But in most cases, if you're pushing, you're in the situation you're in where it's kind of like you're still developing your internal timing and you can already play it better.
Feels slow,
Or if you're dragging, then the part is too difficult for you and you're trying to keep up with it desperately. So that's kind of why that happens.
And then you're bang on when you're more in control.
If you can't hear the metronome, if it disappears, then you're bang on.
Very nice.
Bang on.
Bang on, babes. Bang on.
So, more metronome for you? I thought you'd like that.
So, my next question for you.
I'm ready.
You're going to shout at me. I didn't warm up, like ever, like at any point.
How could you? I could never.
I'm really sorry. What should you do to warm up? Because I've seen before gigs, drummers like doing stretches and doing this and that. What should you? Is there like a routine that you do before a gig versus before a practice?
Honestly,
are you slightly different?
Until I ended up doing a tour, I didn't really warm up.
I'm not alone.
Because I was young and foolish. Unless you're going really in on something, really intense, straight away, you're going to want to warm up for that. But if you're just about to play drums and just play some songs and you're not playing heavy rock or metal.
Okay, but if you are?
But if you are, I'd recommend keeping it simple and really being able to feel your hands and your arms and how they're doing. So literally single strokes is something I do because it activates my fingers. So plug ears if you need to. Yeah. So you can do that. And then you do little short bursts of twice as fast. That kind of thing. It's not really beginner friendly, but you can do the equivalent
just to
at a
wake
slower
you up,
speed.
basically.
And yeah, because it's something you want it to be dead simple, because you want to be able to focus on how your arms feel and stuff like that, doing just accents, maybe. And again, just warming up the hands, doing this. Just doing a lot of this, getting the blood flow into your hands, basically.
What was this exercise that we were doing with the slapping hands and the...
Yeah, that's exactly it as well. It's like getting actual just blood in your hands will just help them move better. A good warm-up as well is just not playing too intensely straight away.
Okay.
Like playing what you want to practice.
I guess the sound check would kind of do that for you a little bit, wouldn't it?
Well, it depends on the sound check, but mostly you're just... That's not really a warm-up, is it? So ideally...
So you don't do like any stretches or anything?
I've actually now seen that doing too much, is it dynamic? I've forgotten the word for it, but...
What person to ask?
Overstretching your arms is not what you want. Like you see people doing, and I'm going to demonstrate this for, you see people doing this.
Yeah.
You don't actually want to do that because you don't want to overstretch the joint. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to tie yourself out before you've even done anything. Yeah.
Kind of bits of that, maybe some of that. Things that your hand can naturally do without help,
Fair enough.
Then that's more of what you want to do instead.
Okay.
But I'm actually not really much of a warmer-upper. I recently discovered that actually what helps me the most is having a practice pad and improvising how I would. It helps me get more into the flow state of playing, because if you're doing a tour or a gig and you're getting onto a drum kit and you haven't got a drum kit to practice on, because we're not all superstars, then it can feel really odd jumping on a kit cold. And like you'll find very quickly that these will seize up, basically.
That's another thing, because obviously you practice primarily on on the F note kit, on the electric kits. Transitioning from an electric and then playing that every day and then doing a gig on an acoustic must feel quite weird. So how do you kind of...
It does.
Do you have to kind of shift yourself into acoustic mind?
There's no specific like switch flip. It's very much on the subconscious level. It's just the kit responds differently. It's not as easy to get the speed and the notes out of, so you really have to engage fingers and stuff like that. Honestly, it just takes me a hot minute of time to adjust. It's like you would adjust to any other drum kit. Like everything's going to be ever so slightly different.
You've got to spend some time familiarising yourself with
it's similar to like the drums are placed differently and stuff like that. It's a similar thing, but the feel is different as well. And you kind of feel where your limitations are as well. Like for example, floor toms are obviously so much bigger than normal electric heads, and they can be so much more flubby. So you can judge a bit on that, and you can use different sticks and stuff to try and get the most out of it as well.
That makes me think of another question. When we were doing our course, I found that I would have a lot of issues, and then we would figure out way too late that we just needed to adjust like a slight thing and it was way better. How do you know that that's the issue? Because obviously you don't want to end up messing with your kit so much that it actually becomes worse. Especially as a beginner, you don't really know what you're doing and what it is that you're looking for. You can just know that something is wrong, but just be putting it down to, well, I just don't know what I'm doing. Or it could just be, your equipment, and sometimes you don't have any control over that. So how do you how do you judge what's wrong? Is that something you would maybe just have to ask a teacher?
As in, how would you, the drummer who's starting to learn, judge what's wrong? So the best thing you can do...
How do I know that I'm not the problem?
Well, the best thing you can do is notice it and really try and analyse it for yourself. Because then I'd recommend talking to a drummer / drum teacher and just getting it. You don't have to have lessons with them forever, but like having an actual drummer look at that and go, oh, it's just that. It's so much easier than spending 6 months going, why is this so hard?
Why am I struggling so much with this? And I just needed to move the kick drums slightly closer and it's fine.
So that's what I'd recommend. But the fact that you're self-aware of it makes it easier to describe to said person, so you can just go, oh, it's that. So it just makes it clearer for someone else who knows what they're talking about to help you learn to know what you're talking about. So
then when you sit down a new setup, you just know naturally kind of where you like everything.
And I still don't get it wrong. I still don't get it right 100% of the time. It still sometimes takes adjusting because I'm on so many different kits all the time.
And they can vary so much, like especially from going from an electric to an acoustic. Acoustics are just massive. They're just so big.
Yeah, I mean, even this high tom right here, when you're on an electric kit, you can, because they're so much thinner usually, you can have basically flat kits, and you can tell an electric kit player usually from an acoustic kit player, because acoustic people are usually a bit higher up. Whereas I, for example, have been under a bed for 20 years. So everything just sits quite low, as you can see, it's quite low.
Okay.
And I'm also short.
Oh, so do people will have the drum higher and more angled towards you?
I mean, yeah, everyone has their own variations of it. Everyone has different preferences. Even if they haven't sat under a bed for like 2 decades, they might just happen to sit low because they had a drum stool growing up and they've just learned to sit that low. You know?
Yeah. How do you know how far away to sit from the kit? Because sometimes I would be super far away, and sometimes I would be properly.
Well,
the snare would be betwixt my thighs. I just found it very difficult to find a position that I felt worked for me. So
what wouldn't have helped you is the fact that you had a wheelie chair.
Yes, I did.
Don't recommend that.
Don't use a wheelie chair. Use an actual drum throne.
Because that will move all the time, and you won't feel stable, and you won't feel settled at all.
Yeah.
Doing that, I only do that when I'm feeling lazy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm explaining one tiny thing. And so that is another question of how comfortable you feel in whatever position. Like too close, and you won't be able to hit the snare in the middle.
Yeah.
That
was a problem that I had a lot. Yeah, no, I'd be like, oh, I felt very. I also felt like my arm was always really overextending to reach the hi-hat.
So actually, this brings up a good point.
Yeah.
I think we were going to talk about posture, right?
Yes. What should my posture be? I felt that it definitely helped to really sit up straight.
Yes.
Like anytime I was slouching, the moment I sat up straight, it felt way easier.
So what you want is a direct line, a column going through your spine, and then through the base of your stool, which again is why you don't want a wheelie chair. You want that thing to be stable, and you don't want it to be wobbly really either.
Wheeling
you
around,
want a strong base basically. And with the hi-hat thing, what I think about is the relaxed shoulders, but also elbows.
Okay.
Because if your elbows aren't relaxed, this is when you get this.
That's what I was doing a lot, yeah.
And so you can see I'm still playing hi-hat, but
I just found the hi-hat was so far away.
And that might just take some
It just might be that the
adjusting.
hi-hat was just far away.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
Potentially. Yeah. Because I wasn't physically in the
able
room to like
adjust
tweak
it.
that. But that's another thing that comes with time.
Yeah, just
Adjusting
recognising
things.
that that's the issue.
Don't be afraid to adjust things. I'm sure if a drum teacher looks at that and goes, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Then you can adjust it back. But I doubt you'd do anything so extreme that it would be like, oh my God.
I mean, I think there's also a way to connect this with like the kind of sticks that you have. I started off with those really cheap, very light sticks.
Yes.
And I found that the way that I played completely changed when I picked up proper sticks.
Yes.
That were just heavier.
Yeah.
Still 5/8, but just heavier.
Yep.
And my fingers, because I kept sticking my pinkies out all the time, and the moment I had a heavier stick, they tucked right in.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I had way more control, and also just in general, I felt like my technique was just better because I wasn't overcompensating for how light the sticks were.
Yes. So the reason for that is they have the weight behind them.
Yeah.
So you therefore have more weight going into the drum, the energy you're putting in, and therefore it gives you more back.
Yeah.
So it's working for you.
Okay.
Much better.
So why would you is that why if you're playing a heavier genre, you use thicker sticks? Are they heavier?
They are heavier, yes, and they are thicker. They have a thicker sound.
Is it also because they're just more durable?
A little, well, there's a smidge of that, but you just have, there's physically more weight hitting that drum that you don't have to put in. It's in your hand as you're doing it. And yes, there's a bit of durability in there, I guess, but it's more so about sheer weight. If you were holding hammers, that would go through that drum.
Okay, fair enough.
Whereas if you were holding pencils and you were still hitting it the same like energy, it's not going to help.
So it just helps create a bigger energy.
Yeah, same thing for longer sticks, because you've literally physically got. We're talking about physics, I know, I know, off topic for me. But like, if this were longer, you just physically have more propulsion.
Heard that.
Whack. You can hear it. It's good. But yes, if that you often see that some are longer because you get extra zhuzh out of them too.
Oh. So if you have a longer stick, do you hold it in the same place? That sounds like a dumb question, but I feel like
it sounds like a euphemism is what it sounds like. I mean, minus maybe a minor adjustment to literally how far away things are for you.
Oh, do you have to be further away?
When we're talking about difference in length, it's actually like...
It's like an inch.
That much.
Okay.
If that.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite a subtle difference sometimes. But it makes a whole lot of difference because these are it's such a delicate actual...
So is it louder?
You get more propulsion and therefore it will probably project more.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put more power into it.
Yeah.
Basically.
So but that's why I ask, do you hold the stick slightly higher up to compensate for the fact that the stick is so long? Because then the balance is slightly off if it's longer.
You probably hold it subtly differently, but that's again, you have a feel for the stick.
You feel
when you're doing doubles and stuff, you'll naturally kind of start to feel where that wants to sit anyway.
What about the difference between a wood tip and a plastic tip?
Similar to bass drum beaters, you get a different sound.
Oh, I didn't know there was differences for bass drum beaters as well.
You can get everything different.
Customise the whole thing.
Yeah, this ain't just a wooden stick.
It's not just a wooden stick, it's an M&S wooden stick. Sorry.
So you might find like these look kind of almond shaped, whereas you'll get ones that are just a pea kind of shape, and they probably have more of a direct driven sound. You get plastic tips, nylon tips. Yeah. And again, I'm pretty sure that just gives it a more like high-end kind of punchy sound, but they always come off.
Oh, okay.
Because they're not that one piece of wood, so it's a bit... I think you can get
Do you prefer wooden sticks to nylon?
Just from fuss, really. Like, I just don't want to deal with losing
Are they more
tip.
expensive?
I don't know. Genuinely don't know, because I don't deal with them very often. I just use what I got. I'm not fussy. I'm not like some people. Yeah.
So you say that you play with the thicker sticks for heavier genres.
Yes.
So what's the difference between a 5A and a 7A, for example? What's the range of the stick sizes? How does that work?
I'm going to give
What's the maths there?
So I'm going to give you the most basic rundown of this, and it's the only rundown I've got without talking to Mr. Dan from Drummerson. And we'll probably do a more in-depth talk about this anyway. So 5A is your middle of the road. Everyone gets it. Everyone and their mum has 5As because it's just middle of the road. And so you can think of it of branching out from there. So 7As is thinner. Oh, okay. And therefore lighter. You can play as you normally would, but you'll get less intensity.
What does the number versus the letter correspond to? What does the number and the letter correspond to in a stick, please, Mr. Expert?
So
like there's a 7A and there's a 7B and there's this...
the circumference, and then A is the weight. So a 5A and a 5B are the same circumference, but B is heavier than an A.
Oh, I never knew. Anyway, so you've got 7A, which is lighter and good for jazzier, lighter, funkier things. Okay. And then you've got 5A in the middle, which is for everything, really. Yep. 5B, thicker big brother of 5A. Okay. So more loud, big boom. Right?
More loud.
And if you want to cause yourself pain, you use 2Bs.
What 2Bs like?
Tree trunks.
Okay.
I don't know why.
What about brushes?
Brushes.
And stuff like that.
So they just give you a different texture. In fact, Sean, can you pass me that stick back? I can show you.
Oh, you're going to show me all the different things.
So these
my gosh.
Please don't judge me for what my brushes look like.
I saw a pom-pom in there. What's going on with that?
Please don't judge the state of this, right? I don't want to talk about it. Steve Gadd, I'm so sorry. Right. Okay. So brushes we normally use against, and that's your jazzy.
Do you use them on anything else?
You can use them on anything, but they just give you
a
very specific sound. But they don't bounce, right? They don't give you anything back. Yeah, so it's more for using the texture.
Create texture, yeah. That sound there. So then what else? What else you got in your magic stick bag?
We've got little percussion tin.
Cute. These are funky.
These are little mallets.
These seem very Christmassy.
These are for...
I'm liking the colour scheme.
Christmassy. I just think orchestral. So these are really good for...
Yeah.
Like you're kind of... If you're trying to mimic something orchestral, you've got tip sound, right? But these are really good for cymbals.
Very nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
So
when was the last time you used those?
When we play Maslow.
Oh, do you actually? Ah, and then do you just switch to the...
For ambiance. If you see me
so
panic...
where do you put them? Do you just...
I literally... You ready for this? I'm gonna... It's one of those. I kid you not. I wish you were looking when it happens because it really is like that.
I'm gonna look every time now.
Yeah. And it is never graceful.
Okay. Why don't you just put them next to you?
Because you wouldn't giggle otherwise.
Oh, fair enough.
No, but genuinely, because you're busy going, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Let me get the sticks.
Okay, what else have you got?
The other thing I personally have is usually hot rods. Yes, there we go.
What is a hot rod?
They are my sworn enemy and I don't like them. Why don't I like them? They sound pants.
Oh, okay.
But they're quieter.
So are they like an in-between between the brushes and a stick?
Yes,
Is that kind
of.
idea?
You remember that gig we played where the sound man wasn't very nice and he said, play quieter, and I said, I'm doing my best, bro. And then he said, can you play with hot rods? And I think I nearly killed him with the stare.
Gig.
For a rock gig.
Oh.
Even a rim shot. It's the best you're gonna get. And they don't bounce as well. Sounds a bit thin, that sounds a bit panty.
They're very bright.
They're very bright.
They're very bright.
And you don't get any of the body of the... Well, yeah, I guess you do get a bit,
my
but...
immediate initial reaction is ick. I have to be honest.
Big old ick. So that's why I don't like them.
Yes.
But they are effective for what they are. And I'm
so
sure...
what would you use them for?
Jazz.
I feel like you don't like jazz.
No.
I'm just getting that energy.
No,
from
I'm
you.
just salty because I'm not very good at it.
For talented players.
But no, I have a personal vendetta because I've been told my whole life to play with these because I'm playing school shows or other things where I need to be quiet.
So people are just trying to... So why would you not just play quieter?
Hold this volume in your head. Nice to the ears, and it's fine, right?
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to play the same volume. It sticks.
Okay, it's harder to, yeah.
You physically, there's more weight behind it as well because the hot rods are just strips or little tubes of wood. The energy can't, it absorbs more of the vibration of the energy you're putting in, so it literally can't project more out into the drums.
Yeah.
So I don't like them, but they are effective.
You're like, I don't want to be quiet. I don't want to be loud.
I mean, look at this. What's the point?
Can you be loud? Do you want to show off and be loud for a second? So show me like how you've shown how you would play with all the different ones.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe play something and then cycle between the different sticks. Is that awkward to do?
Okay, no. It's
Do you want to I'll get these.
I mean, I'll
chucked them
just pause
so gracefully across the room.
Actually, maybe
That
pass me one at a time.
Yeah.
So I'll cycle
that's what I'll try and
through. Or maybe we'll swap them out. I guess.
I'll do this. You can grab
No, you get to pick what you want to hear.
Okay. But you're handing them like this to you helpful.
Do one at a time. So I'll trade one out.
Oh,
one
I
in.
see. Okay. All right, I'm with you.
Extend it out more.
Oh.
Other way round. Actually, give me the other brush. 2, 3. tell I don't play with brushes. I don't. I even went traditional. I never do that either.
These ones, they're very cute.
Never done that before.
So that's interesting because you held some of the sticks in slightly different places. So this one I noticed you held really low down.
Did I?
Yeah. I don't know if that was intentional.
I was probably trying to get more response out of it, in all fairness.
Okay.
And they might actually be long. No, they're not. Okay, fair enough. They're weighted differently, and they're a different they're a different shape. They're hexagonal, octagonal. I don't know. So yeah, I was trying to get, because you get so much less out of them. I think I was probably holding them to try and get
just a little bit more.
I was also panic playing. I was like, what do I do with this? But yeah.
Considering that was just totally improvised.
It was. Never done that before. That's practically a solo. My dad will be thrilled. Love that. So hopefully we've just answered a bunch of questions you may or may not have had.
Again,
and if you have some more, then feel free to leave them down in the comments while you're on your way to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you're not, because most of you are not.
It would be really nice of you if you did that.
Yes, we would appreciate that very much.
If I could, I would buy you cookies, but I don't know where you live, so.
Yes, don't
but if I could, I would.
Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Big love.
Mwah!